naman ang associated sa MIRL, membrane inhibitor of reactive lysis. Okay? And lastly, sa other blood groups, you have the high titer, low avidity. They exhibit high reactivity at high dilution of the serum, but the strength of agglutination is weak in any dilution. And this is formerly classified as HTLAs or human or the high titer, low avidity. Okay? So, bakit ito insignificant? Why are the HLA antibodies usually insignificant? Okay? Because although they are associated with high titer, mataas yung concentration, why are they insignificant? Because they are low avidity. They are associated with a low avidity. Anong ibig sabihin yan? Ang ibig sabihin yan, the antibody easily dissociate from the antigen. The antibody, it can easily dissociate from the antigen. Okay? So the antibodies, I repeat, they can easily dissociate from its antigen. Okay? So kaya sila po ay insignificant. Ulitin ko, although they are associated with high titer, why are they insignificant? Because they are associated with low avidity. Anong ibig sabihin pag low avidity? The antigens, the antibodies rather, easily detached from the antigen. Okay? So again, we only tackled those important blood groups. The other blood groups, yung mga other blood groups, I have already completed your notes. Okay? Now let's go to another topic. We have here the detection and identification of antibodies. Okay? So take note from this title, there are actually two these are actually two different procedures. What are these two procedures? We have the antibody screening or detection, and we have antibody identification. So the purpose of detection or antibody screening is to detect the presence of what? The purpose of the antibody screening is to detect the presence or absence of a particular uh, immune antibody or unexpected antibody. Okay, so take note guys ha. Ang purpose dito is to detect a clinically significant unexpected or immune antibody. Okay? So kaya tinawag na antibody screening and detection. The moment that the screening is positive, that's the time that we will be performing identification. So I repeat, the moment that the screening or detection is positive, that's the time that we will be performing antibody identification. Okay? So because identification now will identify the specific antibody. So antibody identification will now determine the specific antibody. Okay? It will now determine the specific antibody. Bakit kailangan natin malaman yung antibody? Okay? We need to perform ID if the antibody screening is positive so that we can determine, okay? We can determine the specific blood that will be given to the patient so that we can determine the specific blood that will be given to the patient. Siyempre, okay? So kung may anti-capital K si patient, we give the capital K negative blood. If the patient has anti-FYA, we give the FYA negative blood. Okay? Kasi kung hindi mo pinerform ang antibody ID and you did not, okay? You did not perform ID, pero positive si antibody screening. The question is, or actually the result there will be useless. Hindi mo alam kung anong blood ang ibibigay mo sa patient. So hindi mo alam kung anong blood ang ibibigay mo sa patient. So we will not be able to determine if that is actually a capital K negative blood ang ibibigay. So hindi natin alam. Detection to detect clinically significant antibodies. So pag sinabi po natin clinically significant, it can cause decreased survival of the red cell. So they can cause decreased survival of the red cell. And generally speaking, they are IgG. Okay? So they, generally speaking, they are IgG. They react best at 37 degrees Celsius. They can cause fatal hemolytic disease of the fetus and the newborn. Okay? So typically IgG antibodies that reacts best at 37 degrees Celsius, and they can cause fatal uh, hemolytic disease of the fetus and the newborn. Okay? So first, let's talk about antibody detection. So first, let's talk about antibody detection or screening. Okay, so antibody detection or screening, it detects potentially clinically significant antibodies. And this procedure uses 2 to 3 reagent red cells. Okay, so this particular procedure detects 2 to 3 reagent red cells. Take note, since we are detecting the presence of unknown antibodies, our reagent should be known. Okay, so since we are detecting, I repeat, we are detecting unknown antibodies. Okay, we will be using known uh, reagent red cells. Ibig sabihin, all the antigens are actually known. Okay, so that is antibody screening or detection. So it uses 2 to 3 reagent red cells. So dito guys, I want to emphasize that this is actually an O cell. Okay, we are talking about an O cell. Why O cell? Bakit hindi tayo gumagamit ng A or B? Kasi kapag O cell ang ginamit natin, we will not be able to detect the anti-A or anti-B antibody. Okay? Kung gumamit ka ng A cell instead of O cell, you will be detecting anti-A. Kung gumamit ka ng B cell instead of O cell, you will be detecting anti-B. And take note, dapat dito, both anti-A and anti-B should never be detected. Kasi, ang purpose ng antibody screening and ID is to detect the presence of clinically significant immune antibodies. Hindi po naturally occurring antibodies, but rather immune antibodies. Ibig sabihin, these are actually products of exposure to a foreign red cell antigen. Okay? So, O cell, para hindi po tayo makadetect ng anti-A or anti-B. Okay? Also, it's very important for us to determine if it is homozygous or heterozygous expression, particularly if we are dealing with blood groups that demonstrate dosage. Okay? Or antibodies rather that demonstrate dosage. Remember, pag sinabing uh, homozygous, it will give you a higher degree of reaction as compared to those cells coming from a heterozygous genotype. Okay? So, we need to detect if it is homo or heterozygous. Okay? So, ang tawag sa ganito, this is what we call as your antigram. Usually, kapag bumili kayo ng reagent red cell, pag bumili kayo ng antibody screening cells, okay? Usually, hindi naman usually, always they will provide, the manufacturer will provide the antigram. And pag sinabi po nating antigram, the antigram demonstrate the antigenic makeup of the different reagent red cells. So I repeat, the antigram here demonstrate the different antigen components or makeup of the particular reagent red cell. So makikita mo dito sa taas, that is actually the different red cell antigen. So makikita mo dito sa taas yung mga different red cell antigen. Okay? So nakikita mo sa taas yung mga different red cell antigen. Dito guys, pag sinabi mong plus, the antigen is present. Pag sinabi mong zero, the antigen here is absent. For example, okay, the D in the reagent red cell 1, the D and the capital C are present, but this red cell, reagent red cell lacks the small c. Sa reagent red cell 2, the D is present, but the capital C is absent. And in the third reagent, both the capital D and the capital C are actually missing. Okay? So plus mean present, zero mean the antigen is absent. And again, this is what we call as your antigram. Okay? Next, we need to determine if the antigen is actually, we need to determine if the cell came from a homozygous or heterozygous genotype. Okay? So first, dito. Okay? We look at the Daffy kasi remember Daffy demonstrate dosage. For this cell here, okay? For this cell here, okay? Since parehas positive po yan, ibig sabihin, this cell contains both the Daffy A and Daffy B. So, is this coming from a homo or coming from a heterozygous genotype? So, the answer here is that this is coming from a heterozygous. Bakit hetero? Because both Daffy A and Daffy B are present. Ibig sabihin, may Daffy A gene siya, may Daffy B gene siya. So, heterozygous po. Whereas this one, the second one, this is an example of a cell coming from homozygous. Bakit? Daffy A lang ang present. Wala pong kahati sa allele. Wala pong kahating allele si Daffy A. So, Daffy A lang ang present. Okay? So, bottom line here, kung parehas plus, it is coming from heterozygous. If one is plus while the other one is zero, then that is homozygous. Okay? This one is homozygous. O, sino pa yung nagde-demonstrate ng um, dosage? The kid. O, di ba? This is homozygous. Homozygous. Pag parehas po plus, then that is heterozygous. Again, yung importance naman po nito pagdating sa dosage. Okay? So again, this is your antigram. Now let's talk about the result. Okay? So makikita nyo dito, meron pong 1, 2, 3, 4 columns. We have here the immediate spin. We have here the term of phase. Dito mo sa third column ilalagay yung AHG phase result. And syempre, the fourth column, this is for the check cells. Remember, the purpose of the check cells, the purpose of the check cell here is to confirm your negative AHG result. Okay? The purpose of the check cells here, I repeat, is to confirm your negative AHG result. Okay? So, pag IS, ito yan guys, pag ang positive result nasa IS and or the term of phase, okay? So IS and or the thermophase, definitely we are talking about IgM antibody. If the positive result is in the AHG and or thermophase, definitely we are detecting IgG antibodies. Okay? So pag IS or thermophase, IgM. Pag AHG or thermophase, definitely we are talking about IgG antibodies. Okay? But kindly take note, regardless of the result dito, kahit ano yung result dito, okay? Kahit sa IS man yan, nasa thermophase man yan, or AHG phase, the moment na merong positive result, there is a need for us to perform antibody identification. Okay? So kung mag-positive man po in any of the phases, there is a need for us to go to the what? There is a need for us to go to antibody identification. Okay? So again, pag ang combination is IS and or thermophase IgM, AHG or thermophase IgG. So bottom line, pag IS, IgM, AHG, IgG, thermophase can detect both IgM, IgG antibodies. Okay? Well, let's have an example of a result here. This is an example of a result of a thermophase. I mean of an antibody screening. Okay? Room temp is also referred to as your immediate speed. Okay? So based from this, you look at this result. Ang may result sa RT, okay, ang check cells ito, kinonfirm lang nito yung negative result sa AHG. Okay? So based from this antigram, masasabi natin that we are talking about a cold reacting antibody. So dito, we are talking about a cold reacting antibody. Bakit? Ang reaction niya po is only sa room temperature or sa IS phase. Remember, kung ang reaction is only in the room temperature or IS phase, then that is IgM. Hence, ang generalization natin dito is cold reacting. Okay? So, actually, in antibody screening, positive or negative lang po yung reporting. Okay? In antibody screening, positive or negative lang po ang reporting. So, dito positive, that's it. Hanggang doon na lang tayo. But sometimes po, if you will be taking an international exam, sometimes yung tanong dito is what? What are now the potential antibodies? With this antigram result, with this antibody screening result, what is now or what are the potential antibodies, okay, that may be identified in antibody identification? So ulitin ko, in the actual setting, positive, negative lang reporting dito. So pag ito nakita nyo, oy positive. Okay? So report it as positive, go to antibody ID. But in international exam, or malay nyo ba kahit tanong sa board exam, sometimes ang tanong, oh, with this antibody screening result, what could be the potential antibody? Okay? What is the potential antibody that is actually detected? Okay? So what is the potential antibody that is actually detected? Okay? Ang una nyo titingnan dito is what? Okay? Ang una nyo titingnan dito is the negative. Okay? So sa negative dito, you look for the negative result. And in this particular example is yung second. In this particular result, you eliminate those that are positive, those antigens that are present. Bakit? Take note guys. Why are we eliminating? Ito guys, ini-eliminate natin those antigens that are actually positive or actually present. Why are we eliminating this one? We are eliminating the positive ones kasi despite being present, being positive, being the antigen being present, it still gave you a negative result. Okay? So pag positive, negative, eliminate those that are positive. Next, na-eliminate na natin. Pagdating naman sa positive, eliminate those that are absent. Okay? So, tingnan nyo guys ha, yung opposite yung tatanggalin natin. So, pag negative, eliminate those that are positive, those antigens that are present. Pag positive, eliminate those antigens that are absent. Bakit? Take note. Why did we eliminate this one? Kasi kahit wala po sila, even though they are absent, it still gave a positive result. Okay? So, pag positive, eliminate those antigens that are actually absent. Okay? So, dito guys, tingnan natin, okay, we eliminate those antigens that are uh, absent. So dito guys, titingnan na natin. Ano na ngayon yung mga antigens na walang mark. Okay? So tingnan natin. We have the small e. We have here FYB, JKA, diba? What else? The P1, the M, the N, and we have here the small s. Okay? So dito, ang common mistake ng student dito, isusulat lang nila guys. Okay? Isusulat lang nila small e, FYB, JKA, what else? T1, the M, the N, and the small s. Okay? So, ayan. Kapag ganito guys, kung kayo estudyante ko sa school, okay? Kapag ganyan ang sinabmit nyo, mali. Bakit? Dito guys, this is your antibody stream. And what should be the expected result here? It should be antibodies. Okay? So, the expected result here is an antibody. Okay? So, dapat, don't forget the word anti or anti. Remember sa introduction natin sa other blood group, when you write the antibody, do not forget to write the prefix anti or anti. Okay? So ang tanong, are all of these the potential antibody? Are all of these the potential antibody? Okay? Hindi. We will be eliminating the anti-small e, eliminate, anti-FYB, anti-JKA, anti-small s. Ito lang pong tatlo ang potential antibody dito sa antigram result na ito, ditong antibody screening na result na ito. Bakit? Why did I eliminate the anti-small e, the anti-FYB, anti-JKA, anti-small s? The primary reason is that these eliminated antibody are known warm-reacting antibody. They are known warm-reacting antibody. Hence, ang tinira lang po natin are the cold-reacting anti-P1, anti-M, and anti-I. Okay? So, dito guys, pag ganito ang makita nyo, okay, I mean, in this particular question, kindly take note of the known reactivity of a particular antibody. So, very important dito, yung knowledge natin about blood group that produces IgG or blood group that produces IgM antibody. Okay? So, ayan. Kaya ang sagot, anti-P1, anti-M, anti-N. Sir, ang dami naman natirang antibodies. Ang reason, this is just a screening. Okay? So, dito guys, magre-report pa po, ang usually reporting, sabi ko nga, positive or negative lang. Okay? So, positive or negative lang. So, kung positive, go to ID. But again, sometimes sa international exam, and malay nyo, itanong to sa board exam na, we have already new trends in the board exam. So, take note. Okay? You need to determine the reactivity of the particular antibodies in a blood group. Okay? For the interpretation, antibody if there is only one, the strength of the reaction is the same all throughout. Okay, that is single antibody. Kapag multiple antibodies, if there is the presence of what? If there is multiple different reaction, different phases. Okay? Different reaction, different phases. And autoantibodies if the autocontrol is actually positive. So autoantibodies, I repeat, if the autocontrol is positive. Okay? Next, antibody associated with hemolysis in vitro. We have the anti-Lewis A, the anti-Lewis B, and the anti-PP1PK or anti-VED. So dito guys, expect that there will be hemolysis. Whereas the mixed field, remember pagdating sa mixed field, presence of agglutinates in a sea of unagglutinated cells. So presence of agglutinates in a sea of unagglutinated cells. So that is your mixed field. And yung antibody associated with mixed field reaction is the anti-SDA. Next is the antibody identification. Ang purpose na sa antibody identification is to identify the specific antibody. Okay? Pagdating sa antibody identification, the purpose here is to identify the specific. Okay, so again, in antibody identification, the purpose of this now is to identify the specific antibody. Remember, you will only be performing the antibody ID if the antibody screening is positive. Okay? You will only be performing the antibody ID if the antibody screening is specific antibody. Ang reason, bakit we perform antibody identification sa positive patient antibody screening is to determine the blood type, specific blood that will be given to the patient. Kasi ang bottom line dito guys, we always give the antigen negative blood. Kung ano man yung antibody that is present sa patient, yun dapat yung iiwasan nating antigen. Okay? So for us to determine the specific blood to be given to the patient, that's the time that we perform or that's the purpose of antibody ID, to identify the specific antibody. But eto guys, I always emphasize the word patient. Kasi pagdating sa patient, ulitin ko, pag positive si screening, go to antibody ID. Pero later on, once we discuss the donor, always remember, pagdating sa donor, pag positive po siya, yung donor unit, okay? If the donor's unit is positive with antibody screening, no need to go to antibody ID. Bakit? Ang general rule sa donor is simply what? Okay? If the donor is positive sa antibody screening, no need to perform ID because ang kailangan nyo lang gawin is simply to what? Yung purpose, yung simpleng gagawin nyo lang is the only purpose is simply to the purpose, yung gagawin lang pala natin rather is simply to what? To dispose the plasma. Okay? So take note, iba guys yung donor sa patient ha. Positive si patient sa antibody screening, you perform ID. Positive si donor unit sa screening, no need to perform ID ang kailangan. Okay? So take note, iba guys yung donor sa patient ha. Positive si patient sa antibody screening, you perform ID. Positive si donor unit sa screening, no need to perform ID. Ang kailangan mo lang gawin is just to dispose the plasma. Hindi po dinidispose yung buong unit ha. You dispose only the plasma. Anyway, it will be discussed later on. Okay? Okay, so in the antibody identification, this is now a cell. This is now a procedure that will require you the use of at least 11 reagent red cell. Kung sa um, antibody screening, we will be using 2 to 3 reagent red cell. In antibody identification, we will now be using 11, at least 11 reagent red cell. Okay? So, 11 reagent red cell na po yung ating gagamitin. Bakit? Ang purpose na nito is to identify the specific antibody. Okay? So 11. Again, I will again emphasize that this should be type O, reagent red cell. Bakit type O? Type O because we will be using what? We will be detecting unexpected or clinically significant unexpected antibody. Remember, ang A and B, the anti-A, anti-B antibodies are naturally occurring. Okay? Dito guys, mas maganda antigen should be diverse. Okay? So, mas maganda, antigen should be diverse. Mas madami, okay? Mas iba-iba, mas makakapag-identify ka ng antibody. Okay? So, the antigen expression here should be diverse. Mas magkaiba po yung antigen, mas maganda. So that you can really identify the antibody. Okay? So what are the steps in antibody ID? So one, cross out panels with no reaction. Yung ginawa natin kanina. You look for the negative result and you cross out panels with no reaction. Ibig sabihin, you look for the negative result and you cross out those antigens that are actually what? Present. But in antibody ID, meron pong dagdag na requirement. You do not cross out heterozygous antigen. Particularly those antigen that demonstrate dosage. Remember, sino yung mga blood group that demonstrate dosage? MNSS. Okay? MNSS, DAFI, KID, o di ba mga double letters to? O F, double F, T, double D. RH, RH, double C, di ba? Capital C, small c, capital E, small e. Wala pong D, RH except the D antigen. And the Lutheran. O ano yung double sa Lutheran? Remember, pagdating sa Lutheran, yung tunay niyang pangalan is double P. Okay? Pagdating sa Lutheran, ang tunay niyang pangalan is double P. So, do not cross out heterozygous antigen that shows dosage. So, in short, ito, pag galing kapag heterozygous, you do not cross them out. Okay? Look for a matching pattern. Okay? So, you look for a matching pattern. So, pag positive, positive. Pag negative, negative dapat. And consider the antibodies usual temperature reactivity. O dito nga papasok guys yung knowledge natin sa mga antibodies. Remember, okay? So yung rich, daring kid. So rich, daring kid can kill. Okay? This is by Sir Greg. So based from this, makikita nyo those blood group that are associated with IgG-RH, Duffy, Kid, Kel, and we have here the SS. Okay? So RH, Duffy Kid, the Kel, and the SS. Okay? This is IgG. Okay? Yes. Actually, pag wala po dito, we are referring to IgM antibodies. Okay? So ito guys, example, o binilugan ko na dito, those blood group that are associated with dosage, the C, the MNSS, the Duffy. So ito guys, for example, ito yung reaction. Kunyari, negative dito guys. Kunyari, negative dito. Okay? Remember, yung rule natin kanina, pag positive, okay? Pag negative, we eliminate those that are positive. But, as what I have mentioned, you do not cross out natin yung positive. But we do not cross out we do not cross out this one. Bakit? Although these are positive, but remember, this demonstrate a heterozygous. This cell came from a heterozygous genotype. Okay? So you do not cross this out. Ito, cross natin. Cross. Ito guys, ganun din. We do not cross this. Bakit? Although they are positive, but this demonstrate heterozygous genotype. Okay? So, take note. Ito, we eliminate kasi hindi naman heterozygous, homozygous. Ito, we do not. Okay? So, bottom line, pag negative, you eliminate those that are what? Pag negative, you eliminate those that are positive, except for the heterozygous. Okay? So dito guys, I will be giving you a chance to identify the antibody using this panel. Okay? So I'm giving you 5 minutes to identify the particular antibody using the particular antibody in this particular example of antibody ID. Okay? So 5 minutes starts now. Kindly answer, identify what specific antibody is present. Don't worry, madali lang ito. Basta tandaan nyo, you look first for the negative. Okay? Then eliminate those that are positive, those antigens that are present but do not cross out heterozygous gene. Okay? So, nagsimula na yung 5 minutes. Okay, so I'm giving you 5 minutes to answer this one. Okay? Oh. Mhm. Okay. Anong floor nga siya? Hindi siya penthouse. Oo. Ay, Shopee to. Hello, bossing. Paiwan na lang, sir, sa ano, lobby. Salamat. Ah, sige po. Okay, salamat. Okay, so it's already 5 minutes. So now let's answer. Okay, so una, we look for the negative result. So dito guys, as you can see, the reagent red cell 2, pagdating dito guys, you eliminate those that are present. Okay? So we have here, pero bagong lahat identify natin ano yung mga blood group that demonstrate dosage. Siyempre, we have here, okay? Hindi siguro to. Okay, so bilugan natin. What are those blood group that demonstrate dosage? Okay, we have here the RH. Okay, we have here the Duffy. We have here the KID. We have here the MNSS. We have here the Lutheran. So ito yung titingnan natin. Ito yung titingnan natin if we will be talking about what? If we will be talking about yung sa dosage effect. Okay? So first, let's eliminate those that are we eliminate those that are positive. For example, if you look at this, eliminate them. Ito sa things sa small e. Mali already identified. So if antibody FY, auto or allo. So based from the example, this is an example of an allo antibody. Bakit ito an allo antibody? Because as you can see, the patient cell yielded a negative result. Ibig sabihin po nito, this is your autocontrol. Nung nilagay mo si patient red cell plus patient serum, negative result. And that is an allo anti-FY gene. Okay? So, ganun po guys pag mag-perform ng antibody identification. Positive cell. And at least, there should be the patient serum should give a positive result to at least 3 positive cells. And it should give a negative result with at least 3 negative cells. Okay? For example, okay, we have here, di ba yung FYA kanina? So you look at this, pasok. At least 3 cells should be positive. Okay? So at least 3 cells should give at least 3 reagent red cells should give a positive result. And nakikita nyo dito guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Pasok sa at least 3. And at least 3 should give a negative result. Okay? So at least 3 should give a negative result. So pasok 1, 2, 3, 4. So since pasok sa rule of 3, it confirms that the antibody present is your allo antibody anti-F1. Okay? So, what if the antibody was not, sir, what if the antibody is not what? The antibody is not, I mean, the rule of 3 is not followed. Okay? Kulang ka ng cell that has the particular antigen. Okay? So, ang kailangan yung gawin dito is to use another reagent red cell. Actually, kapag dating sa antibody screening, hindi lang ito dapat, you are not limited to this cell, to this lang yung panel cell that lacks the particular antigen.